Debussy's La Mer is an absolute classic of symphonic music. In this video I'm going to show you one of my favourite themes from the work and show you how Debussy alters it in the 3 times it appears. The theme is a beautiful chorale-like motif that sounds like it might be coming from the depths of the ocean. The melody features triplets heavily as it borrows motivic elements from other themes in the work. The first time it appears is at the end of the first movement. The horns, bassoons and trombones combine beautifully to provide a warm, deep sound that is very evocative. 2 harps and a flute provide a soft, rippling backdrop. The harmony starts off simply. We're in the key of G flat, and we move from chord 1 to chord 4 with a 6th added. The magic enters on the second part of the phrase, where we have a flattened 6th degree, a D major, a chord 5 is a D flat sus, and another D major, and then an E major 7, the flattened 7th degree in G flat. Interestingly, Debussy doesn't include the 3rd in the 5 chord, which makes the chord's dominant function more ambiguous, allowing it to act as a passing chord. This also allows the harps and flute to continue their texture with minimal change in pitch. Then it returns to chord 1 and 4. Let's have a closer look at the orchestration. The harmony and melody is covered by the French horns. The bassoons and 3rd trombones sit below them. Bassoons and French horns is a lovely sound, and if you want to hear this sound in isolation, check out this video where I play some real recorded examples. In the second bar, Debussy adds the 1st bassoon, 2 trombones and contrabasses to thicken the voicing and add to the weight of this special harmony. Let's move on to the theme's second appearance now and see how Debussy changes it. We're in the 3rd movement now, in the key of D flat, and the setting of the theme is quite different. The trill in the low strings makes the harmony quite ambiguous, which is often Debussy's aim throughout the work. The horns above outline an E flat minor triad, but with a C below them it makes it a C minor 7 flat 5. Then it comes to rest on the beautiful 5 chord, which is enriched with the bassoons, dreamy lilting violin lines and a rising trumpet. Then it repeats, but with a different bass note, working its way down to a D7 chord with a flattened 5th. Notice in the string lines how Debussy hints at the whole tone scale each time. He uses this technique frequently. The theme is carried by the French horns again, with bassoons and a lone trumpet emphasizing their change in texture and harmony. Again, the bassoons are generally below the horns, adding a warmth to these important moments. The trumpet has an important part, jutting out of the texture, moving upwards and away. The last appearance of the theme is near the end of the work. We're in D flat again. This time it's in full force with the heavy brass and winds and strings playing figures along with it. The theme is now taken up with the horns, 2 trumpets, 3 trombones and tuba. The low octaves and fifths in the brass are so warm and rich, they are voiced beautifully. Let's take a closer look at the first voicing for the brass. We have the tuba and trombone 3 in octaves, with the fifth and root in the first and second trombone. The 4 horns are now in 2 parts, doubling each of their notes so they can balance with the heavy brass. They have the third and fifth. The 2 trumpets are on the melody. The horns do split back into more parts again when needed to fill the gap between the trumpets and trombones. The winds and strings play rhythmic figures to support the brass, utilizing suspensions for movement and excitement. I'll show you what I mean. This first chord is chord 6, and here we have an E flat, the 11th, which resolves to the 3rd. This continues throughout the whole phrase, changing to suit the harmony throughout. The melody is similar to the first appearance of the theme, but like the other appearances, the harmony is changed. It starts on chord 6, B flat minor, before moving to chord 2, 7, E flat 7. Then it moves back to chord 6, then 4, 3, 4, and ends the phrase on chord 5. The theme ends with chord 6, 2, 7, 6, and then the climactic chord 1. I reduced the score down to these few staves so it's easier to see what's going on. They're in concert key. You can download the PDF for free, link is in the description. Peace.